2019 AVIA Industry Awards. The AVIAs, thank you very much for your attention, folks. These awards are presented by AVIA Asia Pacific magazine in association with AVIXA, the Audio Visual and Integrated Experience Association, AETM, the Association for Audio Visual and Education Technology Management. Our host tonight, of course, the Integrate Trade Show, and proudly sponsored, and thank you very much for their contribution, by Bose Professional. We're enjoying their hospitality here this evening. I failed to mention before, and Andy Sidor has just reminded me how I came to be here this evening, and it goes back many, many years. I'm trying to think, it may have been 2003, Andy. I was at the NAB trade show in Las Vegas. I was waiting for the monorail out the back of the hotel, and the phone rang, and Andy Sidor was on the phone saying, I'm editor of this new magazine called AVIA Technology. Would you write a story? And I said, sure, Andy, I'll give it a go. And I remember there were stories that were like 2,400 words long, 3,200 words long. And then that continued on for the next 10 editions of writing these huge long stories, which for a radio and TV guy is a lot of words, considering, we're more interested in 30 and 60 seconders. However, I stuck with it for 10 years, and then during that time, the Integrate Trade Show was started, the AVIAs were started, and that history goes back all that way. And indeed, the reason why I was on the radio probably was because of the association that I have with Integrate and also with that magazine. I did only last 10 editions of that magazine before I said to Andy, I think I've done enough, and he was gracious enough to accept my resignation, if you like. So it says here on my script that they debuted about a decade ago. That would be right. The AVIA Industry Awards have been independently adjudicated to showcase the very best that our industry can achieve. The AVIAs exist to promote the development of excellence and innovation in AV projects throughout our region. And this year, once again, a record number of entries have been received, revealing the expansion of the broad range of activities within the AV industry and the pride that the industry takes in its work. Although developed, sponsored, administered and presented by AV Asia Pacific magazine, the judging process for the awards operates completely independently. Under the guidance of an independent and non-voting administrator, the AVIAs are assessed and awarded by a panel of AV professionals drawn from all parts of our industry. This year's judging panel includes members nominated by AVIXA and by AETM, and independent professionals from the live events, production and exhibition industries. Please allow me to introduce them. Kate Hall, an entertainment lighting, production and vision designer at Let There Be Light Designs. She can't be with us tonight, unfortunately. She's currently overseas on tour. Zane Au, a Hong Kong-based consultant in the design, installation and operation of multimedia facilities for Shen Milson and Wilkie. Rod Brown, AV consultant and recently retired international instructor for AVIXA. Mike Komisky, principal audio-visual consultant at AECOM Australia and Brisbane. Scott Doyle, the AV manager at Swinburne University of Technology and AETM president. This is Scott's fourth time, actually, on the AVIA judging panel. Richard Grenfell, the production designer, lighting and AV designer, and show control and animatronics programmer at Blow Productions. Unfortunately, he can't be with us tonight. And finally, Jared Wally. He's the team leader, audio-visual engineering in the ISAV and Networks team at Deakin University. Please thank the judging panel for their time, folks. They've volunteered that. Incredible amount of work in reading, analysing, evaluating all of the entries submitted for the AVIAs. Members of the judging panel will be presenting the awards to the 2019 AVIA winners this evening, as well as representatives from Bose Professional. Now, we invite a representative of the winning organisation to come to the stage when their award is announced to receive their award, and if they feel inclined, deliver a short acknowledgement speech. Short. I have the hook. Right from their inception, the AVIAs have been about recognising innovation and excellence in the AV industry. And while every project submitted for an award exhibits innovation in its design and execution, the judges look carefully each year among the projects entered for one that exemplifies that truly groundbreaking innovation that will change the industry and solve problems in the future. Since the AVIAs began back in 2009, very few projects have attracted the judges' attention sufficiently to warrant making an award for exceptional innovation in AV. And consequently, only a few awards have ever been made. They're certainly not awarded every year. In 2019, one project stood head and shoulders above the pack in the simple, thoughtful, but radical way that it solved a long-standing problem for outdoor productions. If you're delivering the street side event PA for a cycling tour that appears at 2 new locations over 120 kilometres apart every day for 7 days, it's a considerable logistical problem to quickly and safely set up, strike and relocate your PA system between venues. In the past, the PA supplier for South Australia's Tour Down Under has used access platforms to pre-rig an overhead set of everybody's favourite low-fidelity 100-volt metal horn speakers at each venue, and then hook them up when the race came to town. The approach taken by Novatech Creative Event Technology, which won them the 2019 Exceptional Innovation Award, was to use a ground-supported winched mounting system based on tried-and-true rigging hardware, which was then safely braced to South Australia's famous steel and concrete Stobie power poles. The system allowed Novatech to set up their PA from scratch in 90 minutes at each new location and then bump it out in under 1 hour. The rigging system permitted the use of full-range, low-impedance loudspeakers to deliver high-quality, time-aligned audio across the hundreds of metres of streets covered at each stage. Not only does Novatech's award-winning system simplify and expedite the rigging process, it completely removes an ideal class of workspace, health and safety risks for the crew and the public attending the event. The solution has now become the standard for events South Australia and is already attracting wide attention in the event and PA worlds. Please congratulate Novatech Creative Event Technology for receiving the 2019 AVIA for Exceptional Innovation in AV.
Thank you. Really quickly. Sure. We are now the largest owner of SIVA in the world. Thank you to L Acoustics and Jans for having the faith in putting this indoor product outdoors, and to our amazing team back in Adelaide for creating a custom engineered solution that can go up power poles really quickly, and we're keeping our crews safe by not getting them up ladders and the potential for falls. So thank you so much, and great recognition for our team. Thank you.
Moving on, the award for the best application of AV for production or event is for the best that AV production has to offer, whether that be for product launches, corporate events, sonolumières, theatrical and concert productions, made-for-TV spectaculars, circus, one-off events. The judges weren't necessarily looking for the most lavish show, but they were seeking the most elegantly conceived and flawlessly executed productions of the year, and the finalists for this award are Novatech Creative Event Technology for its exceptional innovation award-winning PA system in the streets of South Australian towns along the route of the Tour Down Under cycling event, which we just heard about. Projection Technique for its both sensitive and contemporary projection mapping treatment of the facade of Carramore House in County Waterford, Ireland, as part of the All Together Now festival. The project was made more complex by the last-minute relocation of the projection towers when it was discovered that festival organisers had accidentally placed the media marquee in the projection paths. Don't we love clients like that? The electric canvas for the complete technical delivery of the video projection and media service systems for the 2018 Gold Coast Commonwealth Games, including technical design, equipment provision, installation, programming, operation, maintenance and dismantling. They broke new ground in event projection by covering the main field of play with projectors mounted on lighting towers some 70 metres above the arena. The judges have awarded the 2019 AVIA for the best application of AV for a production or event to the electric canvas. The judges were impressed with the creative solution to the well-known problem of covering the main field of play with minimal distortion and shadowing from the performers and participants. They also appreciated the clever retasking of those projectors for the different stage configurations of the closing ceremony. The panel recognised that the projection crew were probably less impressed with the idea behind those solutions when faced with the 70-metre ladder journeys for commissioning alignment and maintenance of the projectors. Congratulations to the electric canvas. I'm guessing no words. No words. We're going to move on. And thanks. Was Vishal here from Bose as well? No, Vishal did. Oh, okay. But thanks to Bose as well. Let's move on. The award for the best application of AV in an exhibition or design places the exhibition, trade show, museum, gallery and display specialists in the spotlight. Outstanding projects in this category will not only engage and amuse or inform their audiences, they'll also address the client's needs for conservation, maintainability, sustainability and longevity. The two finalists for this awards are Museum of New Zealand Te Papa Te Rongoa for their Te Iao Nature Exhibition. This 3-year project was the most significant change to Te Papa's exhibition spaces that the museum has embarked on since opening in 1998. It is a modern, content-rich, dynamic, immersive and bilingual exhibition in both English and Maori. It is heavily interactive, focusing on learning for all ages, ideas of extinction and identity, and also has themes of Maori spirituality and connection. The exhibition interweaves the themes of interpretation of nature through both Maori knowledge systems and Western science. The other finalist, Amped Electronics for the audio system on the Scooby-Doo Spooky Coaster. Next Generation at Warner Brothers Movie World. The project entailed the design, installation, programming and commissioning of a new audio system to coincide with the introduction of new projection, visual and animatronic effects. By using networked amplifiers and loudspeakers, the control architecture provides complete endpoint monitoring, which enables the system to report faults or issues with any devices within the right envelope. The panel have awarded the AVIA for Best Application of AV in an Exhibition or Display to the Museum of New Zealand Te Papa Te Rongoa. They were very impressed with the seamless integration and the sheer invisibility of this substantial installation of AV technology, as it takes a distant backseat to the engagement and content of the exhibition. The judges found the consideration of sustainability, maintenance and monitoring in every aspect of the AV installation to reflect an exhibition thoughtfully designed for smooth operation over the long haul. I've worked this out. The longer I talk, the less acknowledgement speech they want to make. Congratulations to the Museum of New Zealand. They are the winners of the 2019 AVIA for the best application for AV in an exhibition or design. Please be thoughtful of the guy up here making the announcements, folks, because I will have to take a sip of water very shortly. Perhaps if you make a speech next time around, I'll grab one. To recognise the development of digital signage as a technology, and maybe even today as an art form in its own right, a new category of AVIA for the best application of AV in digital signage has been introduced this year. Although no projects were directly entered for this award, the digital signage projects entered into other categories were separated out to give them a chance to shine in their own right, instead of competing in a crowded field with such projects like buildings, a hospital, a library or a convention centre. As with other award categories, the judging panel were both looking at excellence and innovation in the design and execution of the projects, in addition to responses from the end users and clients. The judges selected finalists in this category as per the following. The ULA Group for the Twin Towns Clubs and Resorts digital media facade in Tweed Heads on the Queensland-New South Wales border. As the first building you see when crossing into New South Wales, a combination of colour-changing architectural lighting, low-resolution video and curved high-resolution LED main screen, the digital facade puts a bright new face on an older and well-established RSL club and resort. ENGIE services AV Technologies for the 85-metre LED video display wall encompassing the baggage return carousel at Melbourne's Airport's International New Baggage Claim number 8. Their work on the project included a full design scope, design and construction of a custom LED mounting system, including custom-built mounting cabinets to cater for the tight radial curvature of the wall. Their work also encompassed the content management system and an 11-channel sound system. Boy, all to pick up luggage. And ENGIE services AV Technologies, the digital artwork display in the newly refurbished foyer at Freshwater Place, a large commercial building situated on the south bank of the Yarra, just a few hundred metres actually from where we're standing right now. A large live artwork, this is, with a wide 32:9 aspect ratio, is based on the theme of water and islands, and the image varying live with the actual tide levels and wind changes in a small group of Australian islands. The video art is rounded out with an 8-channel 25-speaker audio system spread across 3 separate zones. And the panel awarded the AVIA for the best application of AV and digital signage to ENGIE Services AV Technologies for their work on the video display wall at Melbourne Airport's International Baggage Claim number 8. The judges were impressed by the clean presentation of this useful project, in particular the implementation of smooth curves at the tight corners of the display. The layout capability of the media services of the server allows video and images to be treated either as a single canvas or as a multiple movable subscreen repeated across the wall. The audio system is broken down into 12 zones. The audio images track moving video images as they sweep around the display. And would you please congratulate our winners, ladies and gentlemen, from ENGIE Services AV Technologies for receiving the 2019 AVIA for Best Application for AV for Digital Signage.
I'll keep it short and sweet. Thank you. And thanks to Glenn. You did a really good job with this as well. So, thank you, everybody. And thank you, AVIA.
No worries. Thank you. All right, I'm recharged. As it should, education continues to push at the boundaries of what's possible with AV technologies. The AVIA for the best application of AV in education is for the best conceived, best executed and most innovative AV projects and installations in the education sector. As in previous years, 2019 saw a strong field of entries for this award. The finalists are 3D audio-visual for the trading room in the Business School at the University of Western Australia. This facility provides real-time access for an entire class of 45 students to the complete suite of financial information and trading tools found in trading rooms throughout the world. Shoehorned into a limited existing teaching space, 3D audio-visual's designs of the total refit has created a multi-purpose facility that is high in demand as a teaching space, a real-time trading room and a research facility. Along the outer wall of the room and visible to everyone in the business school foyer is an 11-metre live stock market exchange ticker. Programmed Electrical Technologies for the University of Sydney's new Life, Earth and Environmental Sciences Building number 1. The building includes 3 biological safety certified super wet labs, 2 at 144 seats and a third at 96 seats, each with 3 teaching positions and a carefully designed acoustic separation between learning groups. Also found in this building are a 3-screen by 3-screen video wall in the foyer, 5 6-person meeting rooms with Zoom collaboration connectivity, 3 12-person Zoom-equipped meeting rooms, 3 flexible seminar rooms, and a host of digital signage for information screens. Pro AV Solutions for the Queensland University of Technology's new state-of-the-art AV display system, located in the atrium of the new Education Precinct building on its Kelvin Grove campus in Brisbane. The primary element of this display is the world's first spherical LED data display, a 5-metre diameter 3.5-tonne sphere built from over 1,000 LED panels containing 12.7 million individual LEDs for a resolution just over 4K. Suspended from the atrium ceiling, the sphere is partnered by a 4.8-metre interactive video wall, together with 12 ceiling-mounted speakers to fill the space with multi-dimensional sound. The panel awarded the AVIA for Best Application of AV in Education to Pro AV Solutions for the sphere at the QUT Kelvin Grove campus, and the judges chose this project for its high impact and its innovative application of LEDs and video mapping into the field of data visualisation and public engagement. Like the now internationally famous Cube at QUT's Gardens Point campus, the sphere is designed to engage the next generation of STEM students and inspire them to study at QUT. Congratulations to Pro AV Solutions for receiving the 2019 AVIA for the best application of AV in education.
Thank you very much.
And say a few words.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. First and foremost, I'd like to thank our amazing client, Queensland University of Technology. They're an amazing adopter of some of the best technologies around and gave us this opportunity to work closely with them. I'd like to thank the teams that spent endless amounts of hours putting this technology together. It's brand new. We had to learn it on the fly and unpack it and create it in the site. It's not easy, and it takes a lot of dedicated effort to make that happen. We'd like to thank all their partners for letting them do that, and the families that back our teams every day. We'd like to thank the suppliers, Layard. They build that tech. They do it in all sorts of places across the world. AMX for their control platform. It works really well with what we wanted to try and create for the space and the users to make it simplified. And Bose Audio, their products, you can see it for yourselves. They're always creating new and innovative ways to fill our spaces with glorious sound. Thank you very much, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, to our final category, the AVIA for Best Application of AV for a Commercial or Government Project gives designers, consultants, installers and integrators an opportunity to showcase their wares. The judges are not looking for the most glamorous or the most high-profile project, but they're on the lookout for a project that's been executed to an exemplary standard and goes beyond the client's expectations. This year's record field of entries met these criteria with room to spare. The finalists are Parity Technology Consulting for the Parliament of Victoria's Office Accommodation Project, which included rolling out the Parliament's sacred and historic communication system of chamber bells and flashing lights to a new building that accommodates members of the Parliament. Each of the building's 102 parliamentary members' offices is fitted with its own PoE Dante loudspeaker, which is in a separate audio zone. The 140 video monitors were selected to deal with potential reflection issues in each of the offices. All of this had to be installed and commissioned without disrupting the business of the State Parliament. InDesign Technologies for the Mercedes-Benz Breakfast Creek Lifestyle Precinct in Brisbane. Every Mercedes-Benz dealership and showroom worldwide is required to comply with a mountain of detailed design and performance criteria set down by head office. InDesign Technology was engaged to design and consult on the audio-visual solutions for the new 5-storey lifestyle precinct in Brisbane, and eventually also to manage the project. As building costs began to rise beyond the allocated budget, the AV design team succeeded in reducing their budget by some 70% while still meeting all performance specifications. And Critical Room Solutions for the operational visual display system in Sydney Trains Rail Operations Centre. Critical Room Solutions provided and supplied a complete design and construct package to integrate large screens and visual displays, a video wall, processors and software, touchscreen control and KVM solutions, together with a system capable of providing flexible and intuitive overview and control of Sydney Trains' vast network of infrastructure. The system supplied includes the primary display system, a 32.5 metre wide by 32.5 metre wide by 3.65 metre high, 41 megapixel LED wall. 3 LCD-based video walls for information to the operators who manage the electrical and technology infrastructure, and a dedicated incident management room featuring a further 2 LCD video walls, smart boards, and a video conferencing facility. Now, the judges were very impressed with several entries in the commercial and government area and have chosen to recognise the scale and quality of Critical Room Solutions work on the Sydney Trains Rail Operations Centre by awarding them a high commendation in this category. So first of all, congratulations to Critical Room Solutions for receiving the 2019 Judges' Commendation for Excellence in the Application of AV in a Commercial or Government Project. And thank you very much to Jeff from Bose as well for that. Okay, so the judges have awarded the last AVIA for the night for the best application of AV for a commercial or government project to Parity Technology Consulting for their excellent and innovative work on the Parliament of Victoria's Office Accommodation Project. Like most parliaments in Australia, members are called to vote in their respective chamber by a system of bells and flashing indicators advising them that a division is in progress and they must attend to register their vote. This project required a seamless, low-friction migration to a network-based digital system that interfaces to the existing legacy system and maintains these traditions. The new system provides redundancy for the audio DSPs and uses enterprise-grade Cisco network switches to provide confidence in the reliability of the division bells as a critical component of the democratic process. Congratulations to Parity Technology Consulting.
Thank you very much to the judges and the AVIAs as well. It is a good honour for us and something that we certainly take a lot of pride in. Congratulations both to Critical Room Solutions and InDesign Technologies as well for being finalists, both excellent projects. We'd like to thank Victoria Parliament. They're a great client to work with Matt Smith and James Scott have been great to work with, and the rest of the team. They're absolutely fabulous. And thank you to Freedon for actually installing the system and getting it all working. It was no mean feat, especially in that type of project. So certainly a project that we're very proud of and we enjoyed working on. So thank you very much.
Congratulations, Parity. Okay, so that brings our awards to a close. It must be time to hurry off to those many other events that are kicking off this evening. Before you go, we do need to thank AV Asia Pacific Magazine for presenting these AV Industry Awards in conjunction with AVIXA, AETM and our host, The Integrate Show. And a special thanks to Bose as well for their sponsorship of tonight's presentation event. Thank you all for coming. Party wisely. Have a great night, and don't forget the show opens again at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Thank you, everyone.
This presentation was brought to you by Start Webcasts.